Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 No Laws No Meds on Secret tutorial. Today is gonna be about Opera House. It's not a really hard level as long as you're really careful, so let's go. So first of all, when you finish Bartoli, I'm gonna have a save closer to the end here. So you do standing jumps, blah blah blah. And you have two choices. You can either go the really safe way. I'm first gonna show you the safe way actually. So you draw your grenade launcher, position here, roll here, and shoot that guy. Because that guy can be annoying, so you need to kill that guy. Because else he's gonna be trouble with you when you do this part of the levels. So if you want to be safe, the best way is to do that. So you just draw your gun here, you can position here or here, it doesn't really matter, as long as you, when you roll, you're facing the other direction like this, and then you grenade him like this. So this is probably the best way. If there is a chance you miss him, let's see. So here I didn't, but as you can see, this is really consistent. But if you miss him somehow, which is a possibility, I guess, it's never really happened, but let's say you miss him, then here you will be in a situation where you have to go here and climb the ladder without actually shooting him. You might lose damage because he shots you, but this is the only recovery you can be, and climb the ladder. So this is, you are recovering if you miss it, but you shouldn't miss it. Up, up, go here, be careful about the box obviously, roll, and if you roll the wrong way, that will happen, and this is really bad. So you really want to make sure that there is enough space here to roll and be in the right direction. Okay, so that's what I was mentioning. You can miss him like this. Then it's okay, you have a backup. You just go here, try to not get shot, climb the ladder, and this is exactly the same way as if you killed it. So don't worry, you won't have to learn anything else. What am I doing? Up, so you climb here. So this is what you do also after shooting him. Then go here, down here, up. Then you can climb here, up. And then don't pull the lever right now, just, oops. Just shoot him from here and it should be alright. And he's dead. So this is the other way. So this is recovery way, and then you pull the lever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And there is a fast way, and that doesn't involve climbing the ladder. This is this. So this is important when you that you climb on the left here. I'm going to show you why. Then you do this, first showing you the whole thing. Oops, well, I missed it here. Up. Climb here. Up, do like this. Up. And to kill that guy, just go here and shoot him. And then pull the lever. So that avoids you having to climb the ladder, which is actually really long. So that saves 10-15 seconds, maybe more. So yeah, and this is pretty safe. Just one thing you need to know is that when you arrive here, well, you arrive here and you roll. When you get here to shoot the guy, oops, that's not what I wanted to show you. Well, you have to be careful about that as well. But also, this is important climbing on the left here, because if you climb here, you can get shot. But this is not the only thing I wanted to say. Oh, come on. I know what I did wrong here. I will explain after. But when you get here, up to the roll. When you arrive here, you can shoot him from here, obviously, but sometime he will be behind this yellow wall, and he will be able to shoot you, and you won't be able to. So if that happens, if you see that you're taking damage but you can't target him, just step back. He will move a bit forward and you will be able to shoot him. And then you're good. So this is a fast way. So how do you do that? Do standing jumps from the start of a level. 1, 2, 3 steps, and jump here on the side. So this is pretty easy, and if you fail it, let's say you fail it, I'm gonna fail it on purpose, you will be here, and you will be able to go to the ladder and shooting from range still. So if you can try it, this saves time, and if you miss him, if you miss the jump, you can just go to the ladder. Anyway, climb on the left here, turn, move forward, do a standing jump, and late grab, and you'll manage to get it. So this is important that you step forward, because you can't make the jump if you don't step forward. So up. Also, be sure to do this and then walk forward. If you do this, you won't make it. Or at least not every time. So you need to make sure, do up, jump, jump. 1, 2, 3. Up, turn, forward, and then jump and grab, and you're good. And so be careful of not doing that, because that would be bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. So I'm gonna go for it. Oops. So you want to be on the left, but you don't want to aim at the really left like this, for example, because there is a chance that the wall will make you have a weird turn and you won't grab like it just happened. So yeah, up. Just be on the left. Up. I'll do this. Oops. Then pull that lever and go back to the ladder. You can immediately jump twist here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Gonna show you again. Up, turn, jump. You can immediately jump twist from it, and you can immediately do another running jump, and you can either YOLO it, you can free step on your jump, or you can just stop, step back and do the jump here. So this is the safe way. Here, try to be on the left, because you have two choices. You will if you climb from the very left, you can do a little trick here. I'm going to show you. So if you do the jump here, you will lose damage. As you can see, up, lose a bit of damage. But you can avoid doing those damage doing this trick here. Up. Where is it? Please give me a visual, thank you. Up, this. So as you can see, I don't lose any health doing that. So how do you do that? It's pretty simple. So you just climb from the left here, really on the left, up. You turn, and there are textures in the wall. So I'm going to show you my visual. Obviously, there are probably other visual. You take yours as usual, but I'm going to show you mine. So there is this white texture, lighter texture here, up, and there is a kind of texture here going up like this. This is this is my visual. I'm going to explain to you. So I turn. So this is my visual is here, and I wait until it reaches that spot between Lara's leg. So I turn up. I can see it. So this is my visual here. This is the spot I was mentioning. It's going up, so I make sure that this spot here is in the middle of Lara's leg or a bit on the right. It doesn't really matter. Both will work, because this jump is lenient enough. Just one thing, just be careful if you use that lineup, because there is another one here. So be careful when you turn to not target the other one like this, for example. If you target the other one, it won't work, obviously. You will not make the thing. So this is my visual. It's pretty good for me. It really works nicely. If you want to have another visual, it's on you, really. But this works pretty nicely, up like this. Also, one last thing. Once you line up, what you're going to do is you're going to draw your grenade launcher. because what you're going to do is you're going to roll immediately, or not actually, depending on this guy RNG. But if when you jump, you're gonna kill that guy immediately. So how do you do that? It's pretty simple. Up. So up. If you jump on here, and if you see him in front of you, you don't roll and you shoot. If you don't see him, you roll and you shoot. Because there are two choices. He is either in front of you when you land, then you shoot, or he's behind you, then you roll and you target him and shoot him. So this is pretty bit RNG. You can get one hit, but it's pretty fine. It's pretty okay. So up, oops, like this. One last thing I need to check actually, because I never tried. Never thought about it before. Does it work? Yeah, okay. So it works if you are looking at my inputs, I press roll. When I get to the edge, it's a habit. If you just press forward, it works. You don't need to press roll to make it happen. So up. Up. Roll up. Shoot him and get the key. So I recommend having one grenade bullets. You should still have one grenade, so it's fine. And then you can kill that guy or not. You don't really need to if you're good at movements. You just go here, climb, get the ladder, and you're good to go. You can just do the same thing as previously. Jump, another jump if you are brave enough, or you set it up, and you're good to be here again with your key. So I personally think it's unnecessary to kill that second guy. It's just a waste of time. Come on. Done. Will that work? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Never mind. So pick a key and just do running jump here. Up. And just run around and try this jump. And if you don't make it, you will fall here. What's worst thing, and you won't lose any health, and then climb again, and you're good. So this is you really don't need to kill that guy. Ouch. Okay, that's that rarely happens. So I got hit by this guy because he's on the slope. That shouldn't happen. If you are fast, or if you don't take your time, that won't happen. This was really lucky actually. I think it's the first time it happens to me ever. So yeah. Don't worry too much about that. So anyway, we're gonna go to the next place now. Up. So here again, you don't need to climb anything. You can just jump twist here and be good. So up, you climb here. And from this spot, you have a couple of things to do. You can do this way, which is one of the fastest way and the safest. So do this and fake grab here. So fake grab means just tapping one's grab so she moves forward. So, oops. So you do 3-step and you can immediately jump if you want to go for a fast way, for a really fast way. If you're not confident about that, you can just go here, up, and just do a standing jump here. Climb. You won't lose any health if you do that. Or if you want to be super safe, what you can do is you can jump here, grab, up, and just drop down here and climb. But this is a bit slow and unnecessary in my opinion. But if you want to be super safe, you can do that. Just fake grab here, shoot the window, and you can either, if you want to be a bit fast, you can do this running jump here. You will lose slight damage, slight health. You will take a bit of damage. It's really minor. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. If you do it right, you will lose no damage, but generally you lose that bit of damage, so it's really minimal. Or you can walk, but this is way slower. So this is really use the one that suits you the best. Both are actually pretty easy. Just up, draw your guns here, do a running jump or whatever, It's important to grab this jump. If you don't grab this jump, you will stumble and fall in the spike, so be careful. Well, the glass, it's not spike. And yeah, this is basically it. Now we're about to go to the second part of the level, which is where the secrets are. So take that key, you use it, and go to the ladder. Just one trick I will mention here: if you climb normally, you can climb normally, obviously. And there is a faster way. If you are on the left of the ladder, but still able to grab that like that, like if you're too much, you will grab like this, and it won't be good. You won't be able to make what I just want to show you. So you need to be on the left of the ladder a bit. You climb one click, and then do a jump and jump again, and that will happen. So that saves a bit of time. It's important to do it from the left, because if you do it from here, because of a slope behind you, if you climb one click, it won't be enough. Like here, I would stumble like this. So this is important to be on the left. Climb one click and do standing jump, and if you do that, then you can do another standing jump, running jump, 1, 2, 3, and another running jump. And this is super easy to do. So up, standing jump, running jump, 1, 2, 3, and you can go here. If you're coming from the ladder, you are here. So what I recommend you is to just go to the edge and then standing jump, running jump, etc. to be in the same spot. So in my opinion, this is the safest way. So yeah. Oops. Forgot I was here. So yeah. Won't enter into details for that because it's actually pretty easy. So from here, you have two choices again. Either you want to do the fast way or the slow way, but also either you have auto pistols or either you're not, depending if you pick it in Bartoli. So if you don't, if you do the speedrun things, you will do that. So you might lose a bit of damage because of that guy shooting you a bit. It depends on the situation. If you shoot that guy 2 times, generally he will run away like this. He will shoot you once or twice and then go away, and you will be good to do your things here. Sometimes he won't shoot you, sometimes he will. It's really RNG. Or you can just go here and just kill him, but it's a bit slower, obviously, and you might lose health if you're using pistols, regular pistols. If you have autos, I recommend just shooting him like this, and you will kill him without taking any damage. So, yeah, this is basically it. So shoot him 2 times, and then you do run jumps. Jump from here roughly, roll and do a fake grab, and you're good. So this is important to be really fast here because there's the dog. So if you stumble or whatever, the dog will just completely destroy you. So that's why you want to be fast if you want to do like this. So how do you do it? It will happen always the same. Jump, jump. You need to jump from here, roughly, with a running jump, obviously. So if you jump from here, you roll, grab, and you're good. Actually, maybe slightly before that, actually. Maybe something more like this. Here, up, on here. It might not be enough. Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot those guys actually to show you exactly. So yeah. So if you jump from here, you will land here, and it's enough to do the roll. If you jump from a bit further, you will roll, but you will be forward and you will fall in the glass, so it won't be good. So this is something that is actually a bit tricky, but with habits you will see that you do the same thing every time. So if you jump from here, it's a bit on the side, you need to be here. You need to jump from here. If you jump forward, you need to be here. Like if you jump straight forward like this, you need to be here. Actually, a bit before even. Never mind. Come on. You actually need to jump from here. If you jump from here straight forward, you will be able to roll from here. If you are on the side, like you usually am, you want to jump from here. From here. So if you jump from side, you want to do like this, up and do it. So this is basically it. If you don't want to do that, which is understandable, go the safe way, just kill that guy. Kill that guy. You have to know that the gun guy drops ammo, so to not run out, you can just pick it up. Kill the two dogs. Oops. And then what you can do is you can just do this. Step back. Actually, do you step back 2 times or 1 time? Step back 2 times, I think. 2 times, undo the fake grab. So this is a bit slower, but this is efficient as well. Should be here. Up. Let's go to the edge here. 2 step back, roll, grab, and you're good to go. You can even pick up the Uzis, which is recommended. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't recommend using the dev intended way for this part because it's actually harder because there are boxes. You trigger 2 gun guy, which can be really annoying. So do this instead of going the intended way. So yeah, whatever you do, pick up Uzis, walk in the glass, obviously, pick up the which one? Yeah, the gold crystal. It's not crystal. Sorry. the gold secret. Sorry, I'm lost. Go to that lever up. Walk here and here. I will show you the route I will use and I will use in the runs. And there are other routes you can go for the other secret before or everything, but then you will have different triggers that will trigger guys in this room. And trust me, you don't want to trigger some guys in this room because some gun guys have really weird triggers and really weird position that can be really not useful for non-nomads. So I will show you my route. It works pretty well, and yeah, that's the one I recommend. So here you can jump 2 times, drop here if you want to go a fast way. So you won't die if you fall on those tiles here. Even if you jump from really high, if you fall from really high, you won't die from here because it's shallow. Or up 1, 2, 3, because it's shallow water. Sorry. So yeah, what I do is running jump, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3 steps, sorry, 3, it's 3, up, and then I drop here and go here. So you can also do like safely like this. You can just go to the edge here and do up a little jump twist here. And then you will do this and this. So this is a bit slower, but it works efficiently, so it's fine. So yeah, whatever, oops, jump too early. Up, 2 jumps. Roll here, up. Then you need to climb here. Then turn and climb here, up. Here do a twist, jump twist. And at this spot, you will have a couple of ways to do the next part in terms of ammo. Okay, sorry I had to cut the video because I had some technical issues. So there is a couple of ways to do the next part with ammo. So depending what you have, so you will have shotguns actually. You have to have shotgun because Bartoli Secrets gave you 8 or 10 shotgun shells. So here you have shotguns, but So you should use that for the speedrun way, because you shouldn't have auto pistols, and also you should be running out of grenades soon. You should still have 1 or 2 max. So yeah, if you're doing the speedrun way, I recommend killing that guy with shotgun. So what you just do is just go here, kill that guy like this. So this is important here that you roll off the edge here, because you will land here. If you don't roll, there is a bigger chance that you won't make it. So up, go right here, come on. So it can work like this, but if you are a bit not perfectly straight, you can get trolled. So this is basically the same situation as Bartoli after the balcony jump. So this is basically the same thing. So if you are going for safety, you can just draw your grenades, shoot that like this. You can also use autos. This is really as you want. You can even kill those rats if you want. And if you have autos, it's really good, because then you can kill this dog really quickly, and etc. So be careful, because there is a dog here. My recommend for going for the safe way is to just use the autos. Use the autos and then trigger rats here. Up, kill the 2 rats. The dog should be here. So if you have autos, you can just wait here or here and then shoot him, and you can keep going. If you're going for the quick ways, you can just, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. After doing the jump twist, you do another running jump here, roll, shoot that guy, keep going. And when you arrive here, prepare for you to shoot the dog here that is coming out from this corner. Sometimes it will take longer to come. If it didn't show up when you are here, I recommend you to stop and step back until it shows up. Because if you take a corner and the dog eats you, it can be really messy. So be careful. So yeah, up, roll here. Oops. Yeah, it's important that you don't lose your target here. Up. So you want to stop here, because if you go a bit forward, you will trigger the rats, and there's a chance that Lara will actually target the rat instead of the guy. I do this, up. Here you do a fake grab here to avoid losing health. Oops, not like this. Up. So as you can see, this is pretty consistent. Fake grab here, up, you roll. And if you're not confident, you can just drop down safely by grabbing, it's not an issue. And go to this part, the fun part, which is a bit different depending on how you do it. So, you can just do the dev intended way, you just drop here. You want to jump here, and you will make it every time. So, up. What is the visual point? Yeah, there is no really visual point. Once you give me a second. Up. Once you land this spot here. Okay, couldn't see the mouse. I think it didn't show a mouse. Give me a second. Drop. Oops. Yeah. Once you. Oh, okay. That's why it doesn't show. Okay, sorry. I need to reload again. Okay, I don't know why when I alt-tab the mouse doesn't show. So yeah, when you arrive here at this spot here, after that you can start jumping. It's not an issue. Just don't be too much on the left, because if you are, oops, that's not what I wanted. If you are too much on the left, there is a chance you get touched by the fan here like this. So that's not good. So yeah. If you want to be safe, just go here, up, go here, you don't need the key, and then you can go here, do bad flip, side flip, and then do a jump here, or you can do this, which is a bit quicker, go here, and do a side flip here. So be careful because that can happen if you're not careful. But if you are careful, you can just do like this. Oh, actually, never mind. That's not what I wanted to show. I wanted to show you this. Right? That's what I wanted to show you. So yeah, just if you arrive here, you can just up, turn a bit, side flip, and do a jump here, and you're good. If you really want to be fast, you can also do this, up, roll here, do a running jump, but it's actually very dangerous because it's really easy to hit the fan. So I don't recommend that at all, just showing you if you want to practice or whatever. And yeah, and there is the speedrun strat, which is this one. Up. So here, if that happens, this is rip. So that's why it's really risky. So you want to do a running jump, let a bit of space on your left, and then jump like this, and you can keep going. So this is dangerous, I don't recommend that, unless if you really want to save time. So what you do is just, you want to do a running jump. Running jump, you stay roughly at this, close to the wall, but not against it. And then you do standing jump, and you hold forward and left in the last one, and you will make it. But I don't recommend that. Just showing you just in case. So up. What I recommend, to be honest, is this. Royal. Oops. That's not what I wanted to show. What I recommend is just either the really safe way, the intended way, or land here, turn, do this, and keep going. You don't care about these strats unless you're stopping. If you don't stop, that you will jump here and make it. And then, give me a second. If you don't stop, it's to do the running jump, 1, 2, 3, 4 step, jump, 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 jump. So that's the best sequence possible, and that's completely consistent. So yeah, it's completely consistent. Just up, jump, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4 step, standing jump a bit on the side, jump twists, another jump, and you make it. So this is really fast and completely consistent. But I can understand that this sequence can be really scary. So what you could do is just kill that right here, go to the edge, do a standing jump here, do another standing jump, another one, and then turn, and everything. The most important is to not stumble against the fan. So for example, if you are here, oops, if you're a bit forward like this, don't do the jump because you will lose damage, or stumble and die against the edge. So be careful about that. So yeah, I will stop on this spot because then it's pretty much done. So up, oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but it worked. So up, up, up. And when you climb, you have a couple of choices. What I do is I just do a walk, run, jump, and grab the silver secret. So the jade secret, sorry. So when you climb, if you do a walk, run, jump, it will work every time, except if the walk, run, jump is broken. So what it is that if you do a walk, run, jump, sometimes she will delay your jump. If that happens, this is really bad. So if that happens, it will look like this. Up. So when you stop, you take a step forward and you grab the item. But that shouldn't happen. That never happened before. I think you can't really broke your walk, run, jump here. If not, you can just do slowly like this and pick up the item when you can. And this is good. Up. So do this. So if you want to be safe, you can just don't do that, obviously, because you really want to be careful when you are in that place, because even if you are slightly on the item, you don't need to be beyond the item to die. You can actually be on the secret and actually die. So that's why this place is tricky, and that's why I recommend using the what is it called? The walk, run, jump sequence. Because walk, run, jump makes you just work 100% of the time. And then you roll to the edge here. You don't really need to roll to the edge, but if you're not, again, if you're a bit diagonal, what will happen is that there's a chance you fall, and if you fall, you die. So yeah, just roll to the edge here, and no problem. And then there is a block pushing session, which I'm not gonna really comment because it's pretty much intended and nothing to say about that. Just pull that block here. Oops, open the door, pushing the button. Pull that block here, and then push it all the way. So yeah, at this point I don't really know what to say. Yeah, just push the block and everything will be fine. So at this point of the level, it's not over yet, but the hardest part is done. After this part, the hardest is done. Except one jump, two jumps actually. But at this point the level should be okay. Then you break this glass, push this block again. And you trigger, when you come back, you trigger a melee guy on top of this place. So you can lure him and kill him. If you want to take your time. So you can just do this, for example. Something like that. Well, because there are rats here, I was a bit disturbed. Stop shooting the rat, Lara. Or what you can do, so you can kill him like I'm just doing. Or what you can do is, when you're here, you can do stunning jump and then keep going. This is for quick strat here. So just go here and jump here and grab here, and you don't need to kill him. So this is generally it works. It's really fine. Like this guy shouldn't give you any trouble. But if you want to go safe, you just come back here nicely after killing him. Stop to the edge, climb this. And here you want to drop, you don't want to drop from here to here, because you will lose a bit of damage. Let's see, I don't remember how many, but yeah, lose slight damage. So if you're almost full, it's not an issue. But if you don't have too much, you can just grab the edge here, up, and just drop safely. So as you can see, I still haven't triggered anyone in this room. So that's why I'm using that route, because you don't trigger too much things. Oops. So you drop here, draw your shotgun, and kill the dog here. Up. So this is important to. Here you trigger one guy here, but it won't be an issue the way you're doing the rest of the level. So just showing you up. So it's important that you don't really go here and go manually here. So here, first because it's slow and it's, yeah. And secondly, because you trigger the guy, and if you are here, there is a chance that the guy will shoot you. So personally, what I personally do is just do this jump, and you trigger the guy, but the guy can't shoot you, and you're close to killing the dog. So yeah, this is the best way in my opinion. Just drop here, go here. You can even wait for him to come, or you can go to him. This is really your choice. One other thing I want to mention is a trigger. If you go in this room and go on this line here, I think it's this line here. Yeah, you will trigger one guy on the other side. I think it's this line. Yeah, this guy will trigger. So be careful because this guy is really mean if you trigger him and you don't realize it. So just be really careful about that. Okay, so we can keep going. Oops, so just go here. Oops, nice miss, Lara. So you want to be close to the dog when you shoot in, obviously. So the previous drop I did, if you want, you can flare cancel it if you're planning on taking the damage. Here, be careful about the sandbags. You don't really care about those two dudes. You can just climb. If you want to kill him, you can. If you don't care about time and being really safe, in case you miss next jumps. But yeah, this is not an obligation. And then this jump here. So this jump is actually pretty easy. You just do this up. So you can go on the side here and actually do this. I think it's this. Yeah, do this. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that because I never did that. So yeah, if you're planning on going there, just trigger the sandbag before. So you will need to kill those guys. I completely forgot that stump. So yeah, just be careful about that. And if you want to be a bit faster, and it's actually super easy to that jump. So just be on the left here, aim to the left here, jump and hold right, and you will come back to the right spot. This is really easy, trust me. Oops. Well, of course, when I say it's really easy, I mess it up, but yeah. Just jump here and you're good. You can't even stop, it's not an issue. You can just go here, up. Go here, up, turn a bit left, running jump, press for right, and that's good. And then you go here. So obviously I'm not showing, but because I'm doing quick sequence and things like that, so here I'm not setting up anything, but obviously you can stop here, turn here, step back and do a running jump. I don't do that because I'm a speedrunner, so I'm used to do those kind of jumps, but if you're not confident about jumping like this, just take your time. And I'm not showing obviously some things like this because if you're not confident, that's obvious that you will do it naturally. I'm just showing more of the things that can go wrong and etc. So once you climb here, you can just roll, do a running jump, and grab here, kill that rat. Up. Go to the edge here. Wait until the sandbag's on the left. From here, once you jumped after the sandbag is on the left, like I just did, you can just do a running jump and the sandbag will never hit you. And pull that lever, and here you have two choices. You can do quick way or slow way as usual. So quick way is this. Don't worry about that sandbag. So this is this. So how do you do that? Just 1, 2, 3, 4 step, jump twist, and you're good to go. So this is pretty easy, and it looks really cool too, and it's 100% consistent. It's just up, turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, jump twists, and you're good. As long as you are running straight forward. Or you can do slow but safe way. So just grab the edge here, climb, and just jump. And you're good to go. And the same results. And then I'm gonna light a flare because we can't see anything. And you're gonna get to the last secret of this level, which is the stone secret. Yeah. So you go in that opening, nothing to say, and you pick up the secret. So yeah. Oops, pick it up. Oops. So I'm sorry, I have to tab out to show the secret on the screen because my Tomb Raider 2 is taking inputs, so if I press my J key, it doesn't work in OBS for some reason. Anyway, then you go pull that lever, and you go the other way to go to the ladder. I think you all know what to do from this point. Zoom over there. You don't need the next item because you are gonna skip it. So I'm not gonna show the dev intended way of this level because I think first it's harder than doing the speedrun way, or actually the semi-speedrun way, or even doing speedrun jumps. And because it's way longer and boring and etc. So yeah, if you want to play this level dev intended, go ahead. But I really don't want to, so I'm not gonna show it. That's pretty much it. So yeah, up, go here, go to the edge here, grab here, up. If you don't want to go to the edge, you can just do this, like this. So you need to come 3 steps, up, 1, 2, 3, and you grab. But you have to know that this jump can be a bit tricky. You can miss it really easily, so I really don't recommend it. And here you have 2 choices again, so up, you can go the safe or the fast way. I'm gonna show you the fast way. So you are here, do running jump here, running jump here, running jump here, another running jump here, and you can do this jump, which skips the whole level, up. And here I'm really unlucky because that guy shot me, but you shouldn't be shot by anyone. So yeah, prepare a flare to do a flare cancel, so you are quicker, safe, so up. So you have to do this jump here, up, and you're good to go. So this is, I would say, easy jump, but people are gonna yell at me that it's not easy or whatever. But yeah, you just go here, jump this direction, curve right, curve left, and you're good to go. So this is one of this jump that can be really easy for some people, so really hard for some. In my opinion, it's really easy. Just jump here and go here. I'm gonna show you what can go wrong after when I will explain the setups and things like that. But yeah, just if you are here, it's always the same sequence: running jump, running jump, running jump, turn here, running jump, 1, 2, 3, curve left, grab late if you want. You don't really need to grab, but it's helping a bit. And when you're here, and you're pretty much done with the level. So you don't have to do that. You can set up a jump, but to set up a jump, you also need to kill a bunch of guys that are going to trigger here. Because when you are here, a door opens with a dog and a gun guy, so you need to kill them if you want to set up a jump. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, take you really up, go here. Generally the dogs show up first, and then go over here and wait for the guy. There is one thing you need to know. Does he drop anything? No, okay. Sometimes, I don't know why, maybe because of how this room is, I don't know. But sometimes the guy will take a lot of time to show up. Just be patient if you're going for safety. Just be patient and wait until you get out. Because if you are coming in, sometimes it will go crazy and make you a ton of damage. So you want to be patient next to the door and everything will be fine. So we go here. So I showed you the 2 cases here. Either the dog comes first and the guy comes a bit later, or they come almost the 2 at the same time, but the dog will always come first. Don't worry. So there's no risk that you shoot the gun guy and then you just target the dog and you get the last shot or whatever. It will always go like this. Up. Oops. What you can do also is this. If you are really low on health and want to, you can just go here, up and do it. So you generally will take few damage here, but it should be alright. So that's why basically you need to use this 4 here in this level because of these things. And yeah, also here, be careful, don't go on. I know it seems risky, but go under the sandbag. Why? The reason is if you go under the sandbag here and you keep going there, you can see that everything is fine. There's one can shoot me from under, but it's fine. If you go on the left here to avoid the sandbag, you will trigger one guy here. So you might lose damage, you will need ammo and etc. So I recommend just going on the left here. I'm just gonna kill that guy. So you don't have to kill him, it's just showing right now. So there is a setup for that jump, so you just go here, just sidestep until you can't anymore, step back, walk back, sidestep, and you're in a good position. And then what you need to do is you do a running jump, and when you're starting your jump, like it's a bit like the Venice window jump. So like for here, from this point, you can start pressing left. So up, and it will go fine every time, as you can see. Even so here it almost didn't work, but trust me, it really works nicely. As long as you don't press left too early. Because if you press left too early, you will get pushed by kind of invisible wall, invisible block. And that can ruin a bit, but you really need to be unlucky to miss it. Because with that setup, it should work every time if you press left. Basically, I made this setup so I don't know if it already exists or whatever, but I made this setup so whenever you press left, it will work. So that's how easy it should be. So even if you press early, even if you press late, unless you really press late, but for example here I pressed a bit late, and that works. Unless you really press, like for example you start pressing left here, but it shouldn't happen obviously, but yeah, as long as you press left about when I showed you, it should be fine. And yeah, then you're pretty much good to go. You've done all secrets, you skip the whole level almost. So you go to that lever up, and here I recommend to just sidestep here to the edge and be careful about that sandbag. So I saw two ways of doing it. So personally what I do is I wait for it to be on the right and I start standing jump, and then I keep going. So did I say left? I said left. I wait for the sandbag to be on the right like this, and then do standing jump like this. So I'm gonna show you when I'll start doing my inputs. I start doing my inputs here, when the sandbag is going to the right and in this spot. And as you can see, I don't take any damage. Or you can also step back and roughly the same timing and do a running jump. So this is, both are okay. Both, I don't recommend one over another. I just do the one you feel the most comfortable with. I don't think that's, I just don't recommend doing things like this. Just don't recommend doing things like you go diagonal to this slope and etc. Because generally at some point what will happen is you will drop here, and if you drop here that happens and it's rip. So I don't recommend doing that. I don't remember if you can, let me check quickly. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you can't really step back. Even if you step back twice, I think it doesn't change anything. Yeah, you will fall down, that's what I thought. So yeah, don't try to grab the edge here. You are not likely to make it. Just I think there is a spot so you can grab, but I don't recommend trying that. I just recommend doing that. So you can also standing jump. You can also roll if you're not confident. But yeah, it's useless to do some things like this. It's useless to step back because you will stop for a moment if you try to step back. So yeah, just go forward and be confident, and everything will be fine like this, and you're good. So that's pretty much it with this place and this room. So you can kill the boss, you can drop down, go kill the boss or whatever. There are dogs as well, but I don't recommend that because of that, for example. Trigger boss, trigger 2 dogs that can randomly come to you. You will also have to trigger another gun guy. This takes ammo, this takes health, this takes a lot of things. You also have to do some tricky jumps to the blocks, etc. I don't recommend going down. I really don't. So I'm gonna show you the quick and easy way actually. So one thing you need to know is that if you do the jump that I'm going to show you and be completely against a corner like this, you will skip the trigger for the cold guy. And that is considered a glitch, because when you jump through a corner, skipping a trigger, that's a glitch, because you're using the geometry to your advantage. You're not just cutting the corner, that doesn't affect anything. It affects the trigger of the cold guy. So that is a glitch and you don't want to do that. So be careful, you don't want to be completely against the corner when you do the jump I'm going to show you, because that can happen and that is not good. So what you want to be is you want to be up. I might fall here, yeah. So you want to be here. You want to be here. It's not against the corner and it's good. So you have 2 ways of doing the jump. So obviously you need to wait for the box to be on the right. And you can also do it like this, where you don't need to grab. And as you can see, I trigger the cold guy. So there is here you don't need to grab if you do the angle right and if you are close enough to the left. But there is a chance that you do something like this. Like this. And then you're in deep trouble. So if you want to be really safe, what you can do is just, if you are here, you can just go here. I trigger the cool guy, but whatever. Go here and grab here. And don't worry if you are left or right or whatever, it won't change anything, you won't get hit by the block. So don't worry about it too much, just be here, wait for the block to be on the right, go here, grab and climb up, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So be careful, because if the block is on the left when you do that, you will lose health. Like it's obvious, but I'm just showing it. And yeah, it's just get used to it. If you want to avoid climbing, this is what you have to do. You have to be close to the left. So what you can do is you can just be on the very left here, turn like this, press side step left a couple of times in this direction, so she will move slightly forward, and then you're good to do that, for example. But yeah, if you have to do this, it won't save time over climbing. So just go here, close to the left, do your jump here, and you're good to go. And then go to that lever, draw a flare, and you can do a flare cancel here. So I did the sequence badly, I'm going to redo it, because that's not what I wanted to do. Up. So yeah, just roll here, do a running jump, another running jump here. It's if you want to do the quick way. Flag cancel here, and keep going. If you are really unlucky, I was really unlucky here, because that dog is not supposed to be that close to me. But generally it will work fine. So up. Just gonna show it. Up. So roll here, throw a flare, running jump here, stay on the right obviously of the time, do here, flag cancel, can do another running jump, and then you can keep going. Or if you're not confident, up. Oops. You can just go here like this. Let me see. Do a running jump here. Why don't that box here? And do kind of the same. So yeah, I did poorly because I'm not used to do that, because I never do that, but it shouldn't be a problem. But you can take your time, that's what I mean. Just be careful because a cold guy will be on the bottom, so he can shoot you. So if you don't have a lot of health, I recommend rushing. If you rush, you will lose not too many health. If you stay at some places at some point, he might be able to shoot you from some range. So be careful about that. For example, like this and stuff like that. You can also go here. You can also go here if you want. And anyway, so there is a ton of possibilities from here if you want to take your time. Killing enemies, I don't think it's an option, because the slower you are, the most chances you have to be touched by enemies. So that's my philosophy on that. It's just if you wait, that will happen, for example, and etc. So you want to not take your time. If you rush it, it will be fine if you do things right. Oops. Oops. So if you just roll, curve your running jump slightly like this, that will work every time without losing any damage. Except maybe the dog if you're really unlucky like this. So I think I'm unlucky here because of a save. I don't remember if the dog spawns before or not, actually, so I don't really know. But yeah, I'm a bit unlucky here. So up, roll, running jump a bit on the side, keep going, up, climb here. So yeah, I'm really unlucky there, but that shouldn't happen. So yeah, if you want to take your time, just kill everything, but you have chances to be hurt as well. So yeah, here you can just roll, do a running jump here, go here. Oops, it's not what I wanted to do, sorry. So yeah, I would say the safest way is to do this, go blah blah blah, you roll, do this, walk forward once. Oh no, wait, never mind. I thought never mind, because I thought the box didn't go that far, but never mind. Oops. So yeah, I recommend not taking your time too much in this room. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure about the way of doing it really the slow way efficiently. But you can just also do this, stop here a bit, and just do this. It will work nicely. So I'm sorry if that was a bit poor explanation for the slow way, but I don't really know what's the best way to do it safely in that room. I don't think there is any if you take your time. And yeah, that's it for Opera House. You just run to the end of a level. So thanks a lot for watching. If you have any question, as usual, you can ask in the commentary. And next is going to be Offshore Rig. And as usual, I will put the 2 way of doing the levels after this. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.